Hey everyone! So today we are on day 6 of our 2 weeks of techniques series. And today we're going to do a flip and drag. I chose black as a background to show you the effects that you can get with metallics on black. So we're going to take a 5-ounce cup and I am going to spray it with the WD-40 silicone spray. That's so I'll be able to release paint. All of my paint in the bottles does have silicone in it, and the base coat does not. Those videos for mixing both kinds of paints are right below this video. And I think I'm going to start with the copper. This is DecoArt Worn Penny. Yep, gonna be one of them days. And then I'm going to use the Folk Art Metallic Turquoise. I want a good amount of that one in there. And then the DecoArt Sterling Silver. Now this one I got in the jar, so it does have some great effects with it. When I'm doing these flip and drags, when I hold the cup flat, I try not to go over my pinky finger with paint. Otherwise you end up with too much paint. So I just give that just a tiny swirl. And we'll pop it in the middle. And it's okay if you dump a little. I didn't think I needed to poke a hole. So I'll let that all get ready to go. And when you're dragging, try to glide on top of your paint. Don't lift your cup, but try to glide. You don't want to scrape the canvas too much because then you'll have these little divots that you need to try to fill. But you can fill them. I get them sometimes, so. And right now it's wanting to do that. It wants to stick to the canvas, so I'll show you how we fix those. So I'm going to go ahead and let it do its thing. Now I have a pile of paint here and I'm going to go back and get that. So I tap off all the color that I can. And I'll move my canvas and go in and get some black on my cup. And I'm just going to grab some of this, just the edge of it, and come through to the bottom here. Now when I tilt it, it'll fix some of this, but we do have a gap here. So I am going to go in and move that paint too. I like that silver in there. Alright, so let's try tilting and see what happens here. We have plenty of paint to move around. And I am hard tilting. You don't have to tilt it that hard. But I'm just trying to move it to fill in those gaps. So a lot of times I'll take it all the way down and then I'll bring it all the way back to where it was so I can straighten out those cells. This is where your paint consistency plays a key in your paintings. Because if one is thinner than the other, it's going to run forward, and when you bring it back, you'll have the zigzags. I just want to get past that line and bring it back. It's not playing nice, but we're going to airbrush, so. Now you can use a straw, you don't have to have an airbrush. A lot of girls think they have to have the airbrush to do the wispies, but you don't have to. And I left those points there, so I'll have some beautiful airbrush effects. Let me give it a torch real quick. Alright. I have all this turquoise here. I would really love to pour a little bit of that off, but I think what I'll do is go in and move it. It's just, it needs to be broken up. Maybe I can just run my cup edge through it and put some black in there. Let's see how that works. There. That'll work, and I'll move it with the airbrush a little bit. Okay, so I'm going to start on this end and work my way across, and then flip it and do the other side. Now when you're blowing out into black, black loves to eat your edges, so always go a little bit farther than you normally would. So you'll have something left after the black starts to consume those. I should have used some of that Aqua Color Shift paint. That would have been pretty in here too. I'll make a note of that one. So I'm going to push this out with it, so I don't have those dip looks. There we go. So I like to step back for a minute and see, like right here. You can always correct. All right, let's turn it around. Work on the other side. This is going to be really pretty when it's dry. That turquoise is beautiful. Now, if I was doing this on white, I would just be grabbing the very edge of the paint. But because I'm on the black, I want to put a little more paint out there without ruining the design, too. I have a little bit of dendriting going on with that worn penny, which is pretty cool. But I am moving it, so we'll see if it continues when I move it out. Okay, let me look at it, see what I want to change. I still need a little black in there, I think. Such a big pile. Let me move it around. It's a little bit better. I think I'm going to leave it alone because it's going to change when it dries. This spot right here. And that's the sterling silver, so that's going to be different when it dries too. That's the nice thing with metallics, they change. Let me give it a torch. So if you haven't subscribed yet, go ahead and click below. Click on that bell for notifications. Click like and share and leave a comment. Join our Facebook group, the Parage Posse. You can see everybody's artwork there and ask questions and possibly sell something and buy something, and we have a great time in that group. And we're there for each other when we're going through some personal things too. It's a great group of men and women. We have quite a few guys hanging with us that are phenomenal artists. If you're looking for paint pouring supplies, I have those in my Amazon shop. That link is below. The paint mixing videos are below. And if you're interested in purchasing paintings, they are available in my Etsy shop. That link is below if you want to sponsor the channel. We do quarterly giveaways for our sponsors. We just did one on April 1st. Next one is July 1st. And you have plenty of time if you want to donate to the channel. We use it for paint and canvas and supplies. And give back generously through all of our giveaways. We're getting close to our 75,000 subscribers, so we'll be having another big giveaway here soon. But make sure you're subscribed to the channel to get in on all that. We also have a post office fan mailbox. That address is below, and there's several other links for different things below, including the Stonecoat Art Coat Resin. I am an affiliate with them, and we have a code for you for $10 off a $95 order using the code POSSE. And we will be doing 14 days of these techniques. Like I said, this was day 6. We have plenty more to come. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you all on the next one. Bye now.